So I'm Kaile Kuntz, from a grade 10 student from William Derby School, and I'm going to be interviewing Laura Cochrane. What did you do for a living?
What did I do for a living? Most of the time it was farming. But when I started out, I worked in a dry goods store here in town.
Okay.
And I quit school, started work in the dry goods store, went on to a business course in Regina, and then went to work in the city for about 6 years before I was married.
Okay. What did a work day for a woman look like on the farm?
Well, work day, you started at 9 in the morning when I was in business. You started at 9 and you were finished again at 5. And it was basically the same as we're doing now, not too much different.
Mm-hmm. Where were you born?
I was born in northern Saskatchewan in a school area called Glenbogie.
Okay.
It was between Maidstone and St. Walburg.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's where I was born in 1926.
Okay. What kind of music did you listen to?
Pardon?
What kind of music did you listen to, if you did?
Music, I like country classic, basically. And, I did a lot of singing in that, and I could enjoy any kind of music, really.
Mm-hmm. What did you do on your spare time?
Well, when I was young, it was playing ball or fooling around with all the other kids.
Uh-huh.
But as I got older, it come down to knitting, jigsaw puzzles, and reading a lot, and visiting.
That's good. What age did you first start working?
Oh, I think I was 16 when I started. After I quit school, and Mother said, "Well, then you have to go to work." So that's about when I started.
Okay. Who influenced your life the most and why?
I'd say my grandparents. They were hardworking people that had come to Canada, and I lived with them for a good many years.
Mm-hmm.
Mother was a single mother, and I had to go down there to go to school. And they taught me to be patient, kind, helpful, and it would improve.
Good. How long was the average work day?
Well, it was, like I said before, it was basically, farm work, of course, started any time.
Mm-hmm.
From 6 o'clock in the morning till goodness knows when at night. As you got older and got into combining time, sometimes you were there till midnight. So.
Oh, okay. How many siblings did you have?
I had 3 sisters, or 2 sisters, I should say, 3 of us all together.
Okay.
And they were both younger than I.
Okay. How many kids did you have? Or did you have?
We had 4 children, 3 sons and 1 daughter. And we still 2 of them boys around, and the daughter is still around, but we lost 1 son when he was about 47. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He had a heart attack.
Mm-hmm. What is the most memorable or unusual stories that you and your family will always remember?
Well, I think actually our Christmases together with family were the most fun, and that we always enjoyed having them. And then as the grandchildren come along and the great-grandchildren come along, it was always memorial. And I think the most one I remember the best is when Earl was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame. And we went up there as a family to Battleford, and he was just so nervous that he walked up and down the hallway in the hotel. He couldn't settle down until after the program was over, but it was a very memorial thing, and I think it kind of made us all feel a lot better in the family. We enjoyed it. Yeah.
Who expanded the farm business?
I'd say Earl and I expanded it. We started out with 2 quarters of land that we bought after we were married. And as the family grew up and we were encouraged more to get more land, we ended up with 32 quarters of land.
Oh, wow.
And farmed out with the boys for a lot of years. Earl wanted to farm for 50 years, but he didn't quite make it. His health gave out on him, and he had to quit when it was 49 years. But I think that was about we thought we did very well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for answering these questions.
Well, it's been interesting.
Yes.
I said when you have to think about things that maybe you'd sort of forgotten, I had to do a little head scratching.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks.